So people pay hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars just for this information. So make sure you guys take some good notes. So the first part is getting your business set up. These are the things that you want to have. Okay. So you want to have of course, your business name. When you're doing your business name, the first thing you want to do is make sure it's available, because the last thing you want to do is operate or start, the process of, getting your business out there and that's something. And then you turn around, it's like you stole somebody's business name and now you're getting sued and now you have to shut, everything down. So go to your state's website to make sure the business name is available. That's the first thing you want to do. So you have your business name. These are the things that you want to get set up. So I'm going to tell you exactly where you want to go. You want to have a virtual address. A virtual address is literally anything, right? It's a business address, but you do not want to have your personal address attached to your LLC. The number one reason why you don't want to have that is because it's personal records, right? Somebody is able to look up your business and boom, they see your personal address. And who wants that? Because it's some crazies out here. You just never know. So it is for protection, but it's also just to make sure you're looking professional as well. Because the last thing you want, an apartment complex or a business looking your company up and they see a residential address. They're not really going to take you all that serious. So with that being said, we are slamming things right out the front gate and we are making sure you're set up on all levels. So having that business address, you can literally Google, some different places. One place in particular that I use a lot is iPostal. Let me see. Danny, can you, I want to see if I can bring up some of this information online. Can I share my screen? Or can you make me a host? Okay, thank you. So I am literally going to share my screen, y'all. Y'all excuse all these tabs back here. I'll be working. So if you go to iPostal, let me move this out of the way. Okay. If you go to ipostal.com, you can set up a plan for literally like $9, $9.99. So a virtual address, click here, get your virtual address set up. That's one thing you want to do. So you have your virtual address. I'm just jotting some notes down to y'all. Your EIN, virtual address. You want to have, of course, your professional email address. And you can get that from several different places. You can get that with Google Workspace. You can get that with GoDaddy. The screen looks white. Okay, let me see. Is anybody else having trouble seeing the screen?
I can't see anything on the screen. It's just a white screen for me as well.
Okay. So let me do a new share. Okay, here we go. There we go. Can y'all see?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So iPostal is where you get a virtual business address. So you can use that. They do have other platforms to use, but this is one that I personally use. So you can go with that. You have to get your EIN number. We already know an EIN number. Unless somebody is actually setting it up for you, then you can do it yourself for free on the IRS website. And you literally go to irs.gov. In the search bar, I just type in EIN, and it literally takes you right here to apply for an EIN number. But I'm going to give you these steps, and then what you want to do is place it in order, because it's an order in how you want to get these things set up as well. So you have your virtual business address, you want your EIN, you get your email address from GoDaddy, like I said, or Google Workspace, or whoever you choose. But you want to have a professional email address, and that literally just means like my business, where you have your Gmail accounts, not that. You have your Yahoo accounts, not that. You want to have, my business is Savvy Business Group. So it needs to be Chanel at Savvy Business Group, info at savvybusinessgroup.com, those things. So you want to make sure that it is professional email. Now, you also want to grab your domain name, y'all. That goes hand in hand with grabbing your or securing your business name. Securing your domain name to make sure it matches, that is really key and is really big as well, because you don't want to secure a business name, let's just say a Savvy Business Group, and then you go and look up a domain name like on GoDaddy or Google Workspace, and let's just say you got Savvy Business Group, and then Savvy Business Group doesn't exist because somebody has taken it already. So look up a domain name. I'm pretty sure you should be familiar with that. It's literally just your www.websitename.com.
And I want to add, to piggyback off of that, people will hold that hostage. So if you got a business and you done started, you making money, whatever the case is, people will hold your domain name hostage. And what I mean by that is that's a business.
It is.
People will literally go and buy domain names with your name or whatever your business name is. If they see that you haven't purchased it yet, they'll go buy it because they know that you're going to need it. And you'll end up paying $5,000, $4,000, $48,000 for a domain name because you want it, because that's your business name. So yes, grab it as soon as you start.
Yes, that is honestly, it's true, because I ain't gonna lie. Like, I snatched up a couple domain names, but it wasn't based off anybody's business. I based it off of, not to get sidetracked, but I based it off of popular names. That's just my strategy. But domain buying is an entire business. Like, I bet y'all, a lot of people didn't know that, but it is an entire business, and people it's pretty lucrative. So, but just keep that in mind. Danny, I'm glad you brought that up, because that is so true. The last thing you want to do is try to spend money on trying to untie a name that goes with your business because somebody else has it. And they're like, dangling, if you want it, you better pay this price. So that is definitely a good point. So far we have your business name, you have your domain, you have your virtual address, you have your EIN number, and we want to move right into, let me give you an example. I'm in Indiana. I've been here for like 2 years, but I always use Illinois as an example because I've lived there all my life. So literally, if you go to your state's website, this is obtaining your LLC. Guys, your articles of organization is what you're looking to do. So you're able to go to your online services. Most states literally have different prices, because I want to get into the price of what it is so you can know how to budget when you're starting this up. Here in Indiana, it's only $99. In Illinois, it's $150. And if you want to expedite it, it's another $100. So each state is totally different. I believe Maryland was $500. So remember, we have a turnkey service, and our team is always getting those things set up. So we've seen prices vary depending on which state you're in. Texas is $300 off the top of my head. So you want to go to your state's website, and just remember, every price is not the same. So just definitely look that up so you can kind of count the cost of what it is, because it's always an investment in something. So definitely go to your state's website to find that out. The next thing we're moving to, guys, the reason why we're having your business set up this way is so that you can move into the business credit arena. Now, the steps that I'm going to tell you about is literally going to get you started. It is so much more to building business credit, but with these steps, you'll be off like to a really, really good start, right? It's just the basics and it's the beginning. So with that being said, having all of those steps taken care of with the business setup is going to be able to, allow you to build business credit. So moving over into the business credit space, the first thing you want to do, so you have all the other information set up, is go to dnb.com. That's Duns and Bradstreet. So Duns and Bradstreet, or your DNB number, is basically a credit. What is this? Okay, here we go. It's just a bureau that is kind of like Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion for personal. However, we are talking about business credit bureaus. So Duns and Bradstreet, you get a paydex score, and they really keep track of your score and basically how well you pay your bills on the business side of things. Now, with business credit, it works different from personal credit. Having a lot of inquiries won't affect you, but when you do get when you get your account set up, I always tell people that you want to pay your bills, like you're going to start off with net 30 accounts. So I'll get into that in 1 second. With your net 30 accounts, that means you literally have 30 days to pay that debt off or to pay off your bill. So within that time frame, I always suggest people to pay it off within 10 days, because the sooner you do that, the sooner it will report, the sooner you're able to build your business score. I've literally helped several people within a month and a half, literally 2 months top, go from no score to an 80. So I've seen it happen several times. It's just about the steps that you take. And, if you're actually doing what you're supposed to do and expediting the process. So at the end of the day, all this information that we share, it can be expedited or slowed down depending on how fast you move.